Welcome back to the June edition of the Library Roadshow. We love to talk with authors in the Library Roadshow. On each new edition of this program, we profile someone new for you. Today, I'm delighted to chat with a good friend of the library, author, speaker, and columnist, Miss Christee Gabour Atwood. Christee, for those who have not read your work, tell us about your book.
My books. Okay, so I am up to 9 of them now. I have 3 humor books and 6 business books. Oh, last year, one of my business books was actually translated into Japanese. I thought that was so cool. I have no idea what it says, but it looks awesome. The latest humor book that I have is one that I'm really, really attached to. It's in celebration of elastic waistbands. Yeah, it's episodes of imperfection, insanity, and occasional enlightenment, sort of in the style of my heroes Irma Bombeck and Dave Barry. And elastic waistbands, well, it just fits where I am, actually, in life right now, because, I'm at that elastic end of the closet, but I plan to journey back to the other end soon, the one that has actually number sizes instead of XL and double X and triple X and all that stuff, So that's another one of my things I'm working on. Oh, and I am also a columnist. I have a regular humor column in City Social magazine in Baton Rouge. Anything for a captive audience. Yeah, trust me, you never want to get stuck in an elevator with me.
So you do a lot of writing. Where does your inspiration come from? Where do you get your ideas?
Yeah, that's a good question. And I wish I really had a good answer for it. It just seems that when something frustrates me, that's when I start finding the comedy in it. I take those frustrating situations and I multiply them times 10, and that's about the point where I want to start writing about them.
What are you working on now, Christee? Or perhaps a better question is, what's been frustrating you lately?
Well, my latest project is going to sound a little strange because this one is going to let me actually combine the 2 types of writing that I do, my humor writing and my business writing. This book and actually an internet radio show that I'm working on is Uncommon Sense. That's the name of the show. It's kind of based on the fact that common sense is not really very common in the business world anymore. So this is kind of a chance for us to have some fun with it as far as, making fun of the latest buzzwords or what the power color is for this year and that kind of stuff. But also, because I like to link laughter and learning, that's actually my mission statement for life. So I want to be sure that it has some good learning. So what it has in it also, every week we'll be looking at different opportunities to develop your skills, whether you're looking to move up in the workplace or move out. So the program and the book will work together in that way, and I'm very excited about that. If they want to know more about that, people can visit my website at christie.biz, or you can join us on Facebook at Uncommon Sense 101.
Okay, Christee, you've been writing a lot and for a very long time. Do you have any tips for aspiring authors out there?
All right, I love writing, so I'll tell you the truth. None of it seems all that hard to me, but I will say humor tends to be a little bit more work. Because for me, humor always involves a lesson. And those lessons are not always that easy. Things like, I wrote a really funny column one time about how you could injure yourself on a pillow, which seems great. But it was the falling down the steps with the pillow that led to teaching me what to write in the column. That was not quite as much fun at all. Also, you cannot waste words in humor. And that's something that's really a lesson for us in writing. When I was doing comedy, stand-up comedy, I was really good at that. That's why I'm not in it anymore. But what would happen is if you go 3 sentences without a good laugh, people will start throwing rotten produce at you, which brings up another question as to how do people get rotten produce into comedy clubs. But that's a different matter. But really, it makes you realize that you have to be very succinct in your words and not ramble like I'm doing right now.
Christee, I know you're one of our very favorite library patrons. What are your personal experiences with your East Baton Rouge Parish Library system?
Seriously, from the time when I was old enough to get my own library card, I have revered the library. I mean, really, the whole idea of the library to me is magic. I can go in there and pick out a book I want to read and walk out with it. And nobody tackles me at the door. It's free, and it's just incredible to me. And here, I got to say, I got to give kudos to the East Baton Rouge Library System. You folks keep blowing me away. You're amazing at staying on the cutting edge. I mean, right now, okay, I've got some ebooks checked out. I've discovered a favorite new series through your audiobooks, and I just finished taking a class online that if I didn't have an East Baton Rouge library card would have cost me $99. Seriously, I tell people in my seminars that the most important plastic card in their wallets is their library card, and I really, truly believe that.
Thanks so much, Christee. We look forward to having you again soon at one of our library branches.
Hello out there in TV land. Today we have a craft for you that is just in time for Father's Day. A card fit for a king.
Let's get to it, Daddy-O.
For this craft, you will need some construction paper of a few different colors, scissors, markers or crayons, and glue. First things first, you want to fold your construction paper in half along the short way. Then cut a slit on each of the sides. After you cut your slits, then you want to fold each side down. This makes the collar of your shirt. Next, you want to grab another sheet of construction paper in a different color. We grab like a nice fuchsia color to cut out your tie. You can freehand cut the tie shape of your choice. I, of course, got a pattern off the internet. You then want to glue your cutout tie right in between the collar sleeves. You can then decorate the tie with whatever you want. Lastly, of course, you're going to open up your card and write a cute Father's Day message to your dad. And of course, this card is cute as can be and super simple. My favorite kind.
The best.
And this craft ends happily ever after.
Thanks, ladies. The June edition of the Library Roadshow will be back in a moment. And coming up after the break, a spotlight of just a few of our upcoming events on the library's community calendar. And then, page turners. So stay right there. Don't touch that remote.